Okay, we really need to talk about this deal. It's an absolute monster, and it's completely reshaping the AI industry as we know it. We're talking about three tech giants coming together to build the future. And the numbers? Well, they're just mind-boggling.
It all boils down to this number right here, $45 billion. I mean, just try to wrap your head around that. It's more than the entire economy of some countries, and all of it is being poured into a single massive AI alliance.
So, who are the players in this epic partnership? Well, it's a new power trio. You've got Anthropic, the AI innovator. You've got Nvidia, the company whose chips are basically the engine for this whole revolution. And connecting them all is Microsoft, the cloud and software behemoth.
So, a $45 billion deal sounds great, but where is all that money actually coming from? And where is it going? The way this thing is structured is almost as fascinating as the giant price tag itself.
Okay, so if you look here, it really breaks down into three huge pieces. That biggest slice, the $30 billion one, is a cloud spending commitment. Then you have a $10 billion investment from Nvidia and another $5 billion coming from Microsoft.
Now that $30 billion piece is really key. It's not like someone's just writing a check today. Think of it more like a massive prepaid gift card for computing power. Anthropic is promising to spend that money on Microsoft's Azure cloud over the next few years. So Anthropic guarantees it has the fuel to run its models, and Microsoft locks in a huge, predictable customer.
All right, so how on earth does this become a win-win-win for everyone involved? Let's get into the strategy here, because each one of these companies walked away with something incredibly valuable.
So, first up, let's talk about Anthropic. They're one of the top AI labs out there, the masterminds behind the model Claude. Claude's a big deal. It's known for being really focused on safety and for having what's called a huge context window, which basically means it can process and remember an insane amount of info at once, like an entire book.
For Anthropic, this deal is everything. They get $15 billion in straight cash to fund their research, which is obviously huge. But maybe even more important, they secure all the computing power they'll ever need to compete with the other giants. And here's the kicker. They do it all while staying independent, free to put their Claude model on any cloud platform they want.
Okay, now let's shift gears to Microsoft. For the longest time, it felt like their whole AI strategy was just one thing, OpenAI. But this deal? This changes the entire board.
Microsoft is playing this so smartly. They're basically turning themselves into the Switzerland of AI. That $30 billion commitment from Anthropic is a massive stamp of approval for their Azure cloud. It also lets them go to their customers and say, hey, you want to use OpenAI and Copilot? Great. You prefer Anthropic's Claude? We've got that too. They're not dependent on anyone, which makes them the go-to platform.
And this quote from CEO Satya Nadella just says it all, doesn't it? He's not trying to pick a winner. He's building a platform that gives businesses access to all the best tools, all wrapped up nicely in the software they already use every single day.
And finally, we have Nvidia. Now, it's really easy to just think of them as the company that sells the hardware, but oh no, this deal shows they are playing a much, much bigger game.
Think about this from Nvidia's perspective. They lock in one of the world's best AI labs as a guaranteed customer for their brand new next-generation chips. But it gets better. By investing, they also get to work with Anthropic to design those future systems. They literally get a front-row seat to the future of AI. So they profit from selling the chips, and they profit from their investment if Anthropic succeeds. It's a brilliant double dip.
And what this creates is this incredible feedback loop, a virtuous cycle. Anthropic pushes the limits, needing better and better hardware. Nvidia builds that hardware for them. The new hardware lets Anthropic build even more powerful models, which then gives Nvidia crucial feedback for the next generation of chips. It's a cycle that just makes both of them innovate faster and faster.
So, the big takeaway here is that a deal like this sends shockwaves through the entire industry. The old way of thinking about competition in AI, it's pretty much over. The battle lines are being completely redrawn.
I mean, just look at the evolution of Microsoft's strategy. The old way was being deeply tied to OpenAI. Everything was about that one partnership. The new way? It's about building a whole portfolio of the best models. They've gone from dependency to diversification, and that's a way more powerful place to be.
The AI world now looks like this incredibly complex web of partnerships. It is not a simple one-on-one fight anymore. Just look at Anthropic. They've got money from Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and Nvidia. And even OpenAI, Microsoft's main partner, is now doing deals with Amazon. It's wild.
Everybody is partnering with everybody. So what does this mean for you, for businesses, for developers? It's fantastic news. The walls between the different AI ecosystems are just crumbling down. You're not going to be locked into using just one cloud to get the best AI model anymore. The competition is now about who has the best performance, the best price, the best tools, not who has the exclusive deal.
All right, let's zoom out one last time and think about what this really means for the long haul. This deal isn't just a deal. It's a huge signpost for where AI is heading in the future. I see three major trends coming out of this. One, these giant cross-industry collaborations are the new normal. No single company can do it alone. Two, access to the best AI is evening out. The top models are showing up everywhere. And three, businesses are about to hit the accelerator. When giants like these make bets this big, it gives everyone else the confidence to jump in too.
And the demand for this stuff is just exploding. This number here, 10x, that's the surge Nvidia saw in AI inference workloads in just the last year. And inference is just a fancy term for an AI actually doing work for you. A tenfold increase in 1 year, that is the tidal wave these companies are preparing for.
Which brings us to a really critical point. The race to build the smartest AI isn't just about code anymore. It's fundamentally a race to build the biggest, fastest, most powerful data centers in the world. The new battleground for AI supremacy is cloud infrastructure.
So this all leaves us with one last, really fascinating question to think about. In this new era of interconnected giants, who really holds the power? Is it the brilliant innovators actually creating the AI models, the brains of the operation? Or is it the titans who provide the infrastructure, the chips and the clouds, the brawn? The answer to that is going to define the entire next decade of technology.